We are at the Goodwill bins this morning. It's 11:20, so they haven't done the book change out. Last week Zeb bought a ton of cookbooks, but most of them sold. So I feel like we can get some more cookbooks. Always looking for the quilts. Last week we lucked out. Lots of really good quilts and linens. So crossing my fingers, also looking for purses because every single purse we bought sold. So
yeah, that's not necessarily always the case, but the purses sell pretty quick, usually within a week or two.
When I buy them, because I only get cute ones.
Oh, I see.
Oh, they're doing a bin change. Oh, they just did a bin change out. Good timing on our part, and they're changing out the books. Oh, there's a globe Zeb missed. He's gonna be sad. It's always a little crazy right after a bin change out, but I'm gonna look up this brand, Waymage. It looks like it's actual leather. I like the tassel. Good purse. Just an old paint bucket, not been used, a little rusty. Sometimes you paint these up and make them look old. I like this duvet cover. It looks like possibly Waverly fabric. I can't tell, but it's got two. It's got a green side and a blue side.
Oh, I'm a little sad. They're doing the book switch out right before I walked in the door. That means new books, but also there's usually good books in there because people aren't getting the same books I'm getting. So I found this quilt. It's hand stitched, but it needs a super good scrub. Like, I don't know, it's dirty and stained. I'm on the fence. We're just all here waiting for these carts to come out. They gotta fix those ones and then they're gonna let us go. So it looks like Jami came over and put a big pile of quilts and stuff and purses on top of my books. It was kind of a frenzy. I haven't seen that at the books before, so I had to just kind of grab quick. But got a few really pretty books that have some great binding, good colors, good age. I think this is an old music book. I don't know the cover on it. Oh, here we go. It does have the cover. So got that one. That was fun. This one's probably my favorite I've found in a while.
Just found these. Looks like they came from a discount store, but originally they were $17 a piece. They're cherry appliques. They'd be good on a piece of furniture. Here's another bag. American Leather Co. Needs to be cleaned, but the zippers are all in good condition. So I found this. Somebody just left it on the floor. A lot of times the younger kids will use it to cover their baskets, and then they just leave them. The color is amazing. I'm so excited for this quilt. You have no idea. What is this? I get it, but I'm not really sure how you decorate with that. I'm gonna grab this because Zeb might could cut this down to use for his cutting board project he's got.
So I found this one peeking out under here. No backer on it or spine. Oh, that's the end. $18.66. We're gonna get it. This one here is pretty fun too. The picture dictionary for children. It's been used by children. Shows you how to write the word in cursive and not. 1939. So this is interesting to me. It's basically so inscription in here, January 2nd, 1873. This is a table of interest in the percentage from 1 cent to 10,000. Okay, so no cookbooks yet. I'm still holding out, but got some art here. Oh, thank you. This is American. I Remember America. And it's kind of just like art of like barns and workplaces, bridges, landscape. This book here is fire. 1948, I believe. You know, needs some repair, but looks good. Sitting on the shelf.
Everybody's lined up because they're about to change out the back row, which is like home goods, shoes, and then that area that's kind of missing there. We'll get a bunch of bins of clothes, and usually the linens and quilts are in there too. This is the cutest cottagey tablecloth. I love the colors. You don't find a lot of like soft pinks. I love that. All right, everybody is lined up. They're getting ready to go. Most of these kids are resellers, which is kind of fun. I love that there's people that are younger generation looking for old stuff to make a profit or just to dress themselves. Here we go.
All right, let's go through these bins. Jami usually does a pretty good job going through these, but she also has little short T-Rex arms, and it's hard for her to reach to the back. So I like to come in the back of the bins after she's been through it and see what I can find. Sometimes nothing, but sometimes we find pretty good stuff. Well, that's kind of interesting. It's like 3 brass trumpets. It's a for candles, I guess. Originally was at their Goodwill store for $2.99, but now it's found its way to the bins. Anybody out there love trumpets or horns? I guess those aren't really trumpets, huh? It's a fun little chopping board.
It's totally nuts. Throwing stuff around. I like it because they mix it up and then I can come just pick up the top if I see anything good that they don't want. Let's go to the back. Totally a camping quilt. Vintage fabric, tied, fleece and polyester on the back. I'll grab that for sure. Sorry, do you want that? That's cute.
Sometimes it's a little overwhelming to just be like in here throwing stuff around and seeing all the different things and being like, is that worth anything or is that just junk? Is it too stained? Look at that, it's a broken plate. You know, you just got to kind of like stare at it till you see something good because it's hard to just find things. All right, so I'm picking these books up, much like I pick up a Reader's Digest. They're This Fabulous Century, 1930 to 1940, 1910 to 1920, 1950 to 1960. But look at how cool. This is like a fabric. These books are awesome. So I'm getting them purely for looks. All right, so I found 2 more of these. They're like wallpaper. Rango chat bag definitely needs some conditioning, some work, but it's all leather. And I got to do some more research. Looks like there's a little dog hung out in here. I might have to lint roll that. But also cutting board.
Oh, that's pretty dented. All right, so Zeb found what looks to be a king size quilt. It just needs to be cleaned. It's pretty good condition.
Yeah,
Is it soft?
I can't. Yeah, it's very soft. I can't tell if it's cream or dirty.
I think it's just cream and slightly dirty. I love this pillowcase. It's got this cool like embroidered edge and then the cross stitch, and it's in really good condition.
So I picked up this book just because I love like all like the DIY how-to type books. And it's about acrylic painting, right? Which I feel like the DIY clay-based paint goes on a lot like an acrylic paint. It's kind of thicker. But this takes me back to like my first year of art where you're doing the grid and, you know, laying it out and working on your shading. I might pick it up just because it's got some good tips that I've forgotten. It's been so long since I've really sat down and like done a whole painting, or a lot of times I use colored pencil. But all these tips work for that. So I found a friend that is finding me books here, and he found Ray's Boathouse. and it's Seafood Secrets of the Pacific Northwest. So this, you know, gotta get this. I can't leave this here. It's a cookbook and it's Ray's Boathouse.
Here, Mark Twain, Tom Sawyer. This is older. Let's see what the copyright on this is. Authorized edition. It's illustrated. The last copyright is 1920. It's got pictures in it. I'm going to grab this, and it looks like they've got a little rocking horse here. It's broken, but he just needs to be glued back together. Zeb will be proud that I actually found the book because he's usually the book getter. This is perfect for crafting. Unfinished wood plate. Originally $14.99. For painting in this video, we're going to be doing some prep work because we have some exciting things happening. So we've got this crate. It's already sold. I'm going to paint it crockery. And Zeb is bringing in the drop cloth. Well, actually he's bringing in the blankets, but he's going to bring in a drop cloth because we're going to work on a dresser. The dresser and the crate that we're working on, we're going to get the base coat in it, and then we're going to finish them on an extra video that you guys will get on Friday with the brand new IOD that's coming in.
All right, so we just got done at the bins. Projects for today, we have this bunny that needs painted from last week's thrift haul. That's sold.
I'm gonna prime it and go gold.
And then this here is getting new paint job and new stencils.
It's gonna go, no, this one is gonna get IOD on it. So they won't see this finished, but we will do the base coat in crockery.
Oh, okay.
And then this is gonna get base coated in Pacific and Distressed. And then the IOD comes on Friday's video. But we do need to address this situation. This was $25 on Facebook Marketplace, which I think is phenomenal for a solid wood piece. Very vintage, down to the contact paper. Somebody asked me today how to get contact paper out.
We just peel it or heat gun.
Yeah, we don't like it.
No, we take it out, and then sometimes if it's still sticky residue in there, just use some lemon oil on that and that'll get rid of that.
We're not gonna paint the inside of this. We'll paint the inside of the doors and the outside, but I'm not painting the whole because you're not gonna see it because we're gonna put this solid. We're gonna put some wood in here.
Yeah, I've got some boards that are gonna go over the top of that instead of these. These are totally 70s vibe here.
And broken.
Yes. I actually like the age of the wood under the contact paper.
So normally you take it off, it's all sticky. There's a little bit of sticky residue back here. I'll get that off with lemon oil, but we're pretty lucky because this is coming right off.
Yeah.
Ta-da! I'm gonna leave Zeb over here to get all the hardware off, and it needs a scrubbing. And we're gonna go over to this station and prime our bunny. I'm using DIY Salvation Solution in white. This is a primer that will block stains, but will also make ceramics much easier to paint. It'll give me a nice base coat to put my gold on top of. All right, stirring up my crockery paint here. You wanna make sure that you really stir up the thick goodness on the bottom. If you don't, you're gonna have runny paint. So you wanna make sure, see how it's thicker going down, but thinner at the top? I gotta stir some more. So now you can see the thickness is the same all the way down. You know you've mixed it enough. All right, so I did go ahead and sand this because I didn't want any of the paint to like leave a lip. So anytime there's a design, if you're worried that the design lip of it might come through, you need to cover that up. It'll take probably 2 coats to cover it completely. And then this will be done until we do some iron orchid designs on it for tomorrow's video.
Are you just doing the ends? You're just painting
the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, next up we're gonna be painting this $25 Facebook Marketplace find with Pacific. I think it'll be about 2 coats and we'll be good to go. We're painting over this like avocado green and antique glaze finish.
Avocado green is coming back in, but this is, the glaze is what is bad on this. It's like very faint and just makes it look like it's got dirt all over it.
I won't tell you what it looks like, but you guys can make your own assumptions. It's easy to put this paint on. You brush it on, it's gonna be self-leveling. It has a built-in sealer, so we will be ready for the iron orchid designs that is going on tomorrow's video. As soon as we get 2 coats of paint on this, I will go ahead and get the hardware done. I'm planning on painting that gold.
All right, Jami has 1 coat of cottage color on here. It's dried. We've got this beadboard panel. This is left over from Redrick's room. She painted both sides. Well, that side's not quite dry. But one panel is in. We're putting the smooth side out because we're going to be putting Iron Orchid Designs transfers on this. We're going to get a second coat on here and then nail this in. I just used my nail gun with some 5/8 nails so that it didn't go through this 3/4 inch piece of wood. And this is what the beadboard looks like before it's painted. But we're painting the insides of the doors. The inside here we're leaving unpainted. We're going to leave that kind of raw and natural. We like the way that looks there. All right, I'm going to get this stapled in right now. The second coat is going on. Jami is painting the back as well because we don't know where this will live in the shop, and you can see it from all sides. Initially, the back was not finished on this piece. It's intended to get pushed up against the wall, but at this point, when it's a display at our shop and got a bunch of stuff on it, you can see it from all sides.
Yeah, I gotta make it all look good.
The golden ticket is nice and dry on this bunny, and now we're going to do some DIY dark wax. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here, but it should be plenty to get the dark wax on this bunny. I'm just going to apply it, and then I'll wipe it back pretty quick. Don't have to do a clear wax on this because the liquid patina, the golden ticket, has a built-in sealer in it, so we'll just be able to wipe this back. The bunny is all covered up with dark wax, and now we just wipe it back and it stays down in those cracks. And you could leave it bright shiny gold if that's the look you're going for. We like to put a little bit of age on just about everything we do because that's kind of our thing, you know. We make new stuff look older. Plus that's the style that Jami and I both like. So if you don't want to do the dark wax step, you can totally just leave it bright and gold. So fun week at the bins and a little something different. We did not finish a couple projects all the way. The bunny got finished all the way, but we are using some of the new Iron Orchid designs on these other two pieces. So you'll have to stay tuned for the release tomorrow and catch that video to see what we did.
I know some of you guys just like simple finishes, so if that's the case, then these are probably done enough for you because the Pacific looks great, the crate looks great in crockery, but we're gonna make them even better. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Marie Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you on the next episode.